afternoon, everybody. Time for another BrickBucks update. Once again, my name is Jim, and this is where we talk about Lego investing and reselling. So many of you already know that the one theme that I have loved the most is architecture. Architecture has done me very well, and it's done many other people that I know very well. And while I have my eyes set on other themes, I still have a lot of inventory of architecture left. So today, we're going to talk about the architecture U.S. Capitol, and we're going to see how much money I'm going to make per hour. So stay tuned. All right, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Today, we're going to be using what the current price of the U.S. Capitol building is on Amazon.com and on eBay. I'm actually not selling any of my U.S. Capitols yet. I have a higher price in mind, but let's say I sold all of my U.S. Capitals today, hypothetically, on Amazon and eBay. So on Amazon, the price right there is $189.95. Now, you eBay guys, I love you, and I hope you know that. I don't want to ever forget you. I originally came from eBay. I just wanted to point that out. So when we look at the eBay prices, they're kind of all over. We have 159, we have 123, we have 128, we have 160, 187. So we're going to use a semi-conservative price of 150. I think that is a very realistic price when it comes to selling the U.S. Capitol, especially as we're hopping into the middle. We're almost in the middle now of Q4. As we get closer to December, this price is going to jump up a little bit higher. We're going to go with 150 on eBay. We're going to go with 159.95 on Amazon, and let's get straight down to the Excel right now. So right now, for the longest time I kept on saying I have 307, but before I did this video, I researched what my actual inventory was, and it's 314 units of Lego Architecture U.S. Capitol. Retail price is $100, but if you know what you're doing, you could get that for $75, and that's what I did. So when you take the 314 units times $74.99, you come out to $23,546 and change. So if I were to sell everything on eBay today at that price, I would be at $59,644 and 30 cents. Now, I don't like that price of $189. I'm actually, I think I'm somewhere around the $200 mark. So that price is not good enough for me. So, but this is what I would be making today. Now, we're going to take away fees. And again, I've said this quite a few times already. I use a fulfillment center for the majority of my Lego due to medical issues, due to me having 2 young children that keep on running around. I just don't have time for it right now. I eventually do plan on getting back into selling. And the funny thing is, now that I have access to Amazon and I could sell on Amazon, I'm actually not selling on Amazon. I'm paying somebody else to do that. So that's what the fees are right there. And then we have our Lego cost, because we're just going to be talking about the profit and how many dollars per hour, what the hourly wage is for the profit. So that comes out to $18,204, which isn't bad. I'm looking to break 20,000, but that's still pretty good. So when we look at my time hours spent, so getting the sets probably took less than 2 hours. If I had to guess, it probably took around 1 hour to maybe an hour and a half, but I'd rather overestimate than underestimate, right? That took about 2 hours. Now my handling, that took 4 hours, and I'm not joking. That was no joke. And I don't want to be cry me a river, but this was back before my heart surgery. So I was huffing and puffing. I was taking breaks. I was hauling it down to my basement. Then I was hauling it back up to my garage for the truck to come and take it to the fulfillment center. So that took a good 4 hours. It probably would take everybody else maybe around 2 hours. But for me, and with what was going on with me medically, it was taking me 4 hours. And I just don't have a problem with 4 hours. So when you break that down, that comes out to 6 hours. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to see what our hourly wage is going to be. But first, my friends, I just got to ask you to like and subscribe. If you've been watching me for a while and you haven't subscribed, please do that. And also, please like. If I had to ask for one, I would ask for you to like it more than subscribe. But if you want to do both, I greatly appreciate it. So when we come down to it, what our hourly wage is, it comes down to 6 hours divided by $18,204 and change. That hourly wage, my friends, that comes down to $3,034 and change per hour, which is not bad. Now, I have a goal of a minimum of $100 an hour, and that's something that everybody that watches these videos, if you don't have a goal on how much you should be making an hour, I highly recommend that you do that. Now, I have had, I think it was my Olaf Target video, where I had someone in the comments that said, that doesn't include shipping, that doesn't include all that other stuff. Well, actually, when it comes to the fees, that does include shipping. That 35%, it covers the Amazon fees, it covers the fulfillment center, it covers a lot of things. It covers storage. I think I pay a nickel per month per set to sit on a shelf, which if you have a lot of sets, that's not cheap. But that does cover ship. Now let's go on over to eBay, because I love you eBay folks. Here we are, same as the Amazon start. I had 314 units at just under $75, and that brings me to 23,546 and change. That hasn't changed. All right, so when you look at the current eBay price of $150, right, and you have a quantity of 314, that comes down to 47,100 even. Now, when you take away the Amazon fees and the PayPal fees, that takes it to roughly around $6,123. Now, real quick again, this is on eBay that we're talking about right now. So if anybody is wondering, well, what about shipping on eBay? I've covered this a few other times on my videos. I don't do free shipping. It's that simple. I buy winners and I sell winners. And if people want it, they're going to buy it. And they do buy it. There's some people that constantly look at free shipping. That's fine. You could go somewhere else. Don't come to my eBay store, because you're not going to find it. I also don't do returns either. I think in the 8 years I've only had 3 returns, and that's because people have wanted to fight returns, and none of them were my fault. And I think 3 people have done returns. So I don't offer free shipping. That's the bottom line there. So my profit comes down to $17,430. And real quick, before I go even further, when we go back to Amazon, that's at $18,204 and change with the fulfillment center, granted. But if I were to do this on eBay, it's still it's still in close range to using a fulfillment center. So now what I did was my hours, I broke down my hours to 12 instead of the previous number, which I think is 10. And the reason why I did that is because I'm shipping this stuff myself. I'm spending time, the handling hasn't changed. I'm still spending time taking all the sets downstairs and upstairs. I may not be taking them up all at once, but that takes 4 hours in the shipping. 314 sets. It probably takes less than 6 hours, but again, I don't want to underestimate. I want to overestimate. So if I were to be selling it today at eBay prices, my 12 hours divided by my profit brings it to $1,452.51. And my whole time was 10 months, folks. I mean, I think I shared it in a blog post. I think I've shared it in another video that, this past February, I was driving through Columbus, Ohio, and I said, oh, there's a Barnes & Noble. I'm going to stop in there. There's a restaurant across the street. I'm going to stop in there. And there were like 6 or 8 of these U.S. Capitals just laying on the floor, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, man, why don't people just pick these up and buy them, man? I mean, it was great. And I'm going to break a rule. I told people I wasn't going to talk about this set anymore, but, I compare the U.S. Capitol a lot to the Harry Potter Night Bus set. It's kind of a boring set, but guess what? It's an Amazon's choice. It's always in the top 25. It's a great set, and I plan on going in on the Night Butts just as much as I plan on going in on this. So that's it with the U.S. Capitol. I hope you enjoyed it. Not going to ask you to like and subscribe because I already did that. But always, come on guys, always go out there and get it.